Are you thinking about buying in Palm Springs? Because I would be thinking about buying in Palm Springs. It's super bomb here. Fun vacation spot, but before you do, you need to know the honest truth. It's not all palm trees and pools. So I'm gonna show you the good, the bad, and everything in between while we take a look at this iconic Southern California hotspot.
Now, before we get into all those details, I'm Jared, and with my wife, Brandy, we help families make the move to SoCal. And we make videos just like this on all things about the Southern California market. So to be the first to learn, subscribe below. And if you're thinking about moving to the area, give us a call or a text if you prefer.
This video is for people looking to relocate to the area, retirees, and people looking to get a second home or a vacation home. Palm Springs is located less than 2 hours from LA, San Diego, and Orange counties, which is why it makes it such a popular vacation destination. It has a year-round population of around 50,000, and because it attracts retirees, particularly in the winter, the average age of the population in Palm Springs is mid-50s, whereas the average age of the population in Riverside County as a whole is mid-30s. The lifestyle and climate of Palm Springs is what makes it such a huge vacation draw and what brings retirees into this area. Lots of people are looking to maybe purchase a second home or a vacation home. In the winter months, the population balloons from 50,000 all the way up to 80,000. So that's an additional 30,000 people vacationing here during the winter. Let's talk about the good stuff. Lifestyle and climate is really what Palm Springs is known for. With 350 days of sunshine, it makes it, a place that people want to be. When the weather is so gorgeous, it makes it easier to do all things recreational. Golf, shopping, outdoor dining, hiking if that's your thing. Just a few miles from here every year is the Coachella Valley Music Festival. Very popular cultural destination for all ages. Also just minutes from here is Joshua Tree National Park, one of the only places in Southern California that you can view the Milky Way. Culturally speaking, there's no place like Palm Springs. Everything out here is cool. Palm Springs boomed in the 1950s and 60s. So much of the architecture and vibe of Palm Springs is very mid-century, very stylish. That is the vibe of this whole town. The restaurants aren't yuppie trendy, they're cool. The food is good, they're not pretentious. Palm Springs is in the desert, some would say in the middle of nowhere, but it's surrounded by mountains. And when that desert air, that cool desert air blows through and clears all of the clouds, the views are absolutely stunning. And the entire city is lined with palm trees. So along with that iconic architectural design that's displayed all around Palm Springs, it's a very artsy town. In addition to the art museum, which is very cool, there are galleries all up and down the downtown area for you to explore.
Now to discuss some of the not so bright side of living in Palm Springs, purchasing a home in Palm Springs. With all of those sunny days, there are some of those sunny days that are really extreme. We're talking about 100 days per year that the temperature is going to reach the triple digits. So it's not just a little hot, it's really hot for, between 3 and 4 months in any given year. That's quite extreme for someone who's not used to that type of heat, or certainly someone who's not prepared for it. So something you definitely have to consider. With that heat, as you can imagine, comes the added utility costs. To remain comfortable in that type of heat is going to take quite a bit of electricity to run your swamp coolers, your air conditioners, everything that you're going to be throwing at that heat, your fans, whatever you're going to use. Another thing for folks to consider when moving out this way, especially families, when it comes to families, and that's the local schools, which this area is served by Palm Springs Unified School District. As we mentioned earlier, the overall age of the citizens of Palm Springs skews to the higher side. So there are less elementary schools than you might find in, let's say Moreno Valley or Riverside. So placement of those local schools becomes a factor because little Timmy and Tommy are not able to just walk to their school, like maybe many of you might have experienced while you were growing up. It's just not as feasible. In some areas of the city, if you buy a home, you would be walking over 5 miles to the nearest school. And for someone in the elementary age, it's probably not feasible. And even for some of the other ages, that might not be feasible either. So you end up commuting with everyone else in the big school lines to drop off, and to pick up. So something to definitely consider. And last but not least, an item that you might not be aware of, might not be considering, but you need to consider when planning on living in Palm Springs or moving to this area is that seasonal tourism. While Palm Springs may only have 45 to 50,000 annual year-long residents, in the winter months, that population balloons up to near 80,000, adding an additional 30,000 residents to the local area here because the weather out here in winter is so perfect. Here at the time of this shooting, it's mid-January and we're in the 70s, and some folks are even walking around in shorts and t-shirts. You get that in the middle of winter. That's another reason why people come, why this area is so popular. So with all that added tourism and increased population comes the crowds that come with that. So you're gonna have to fight through some of that congestion during the winter months. And just knowing it and being able to plan accordingly, you might not go down Main Street, to get to the grocery store during those few months. Plan routes accordingly, and it will be a part of life living in this area during those months.
If you're looking to buy a home in Palm Springs, just some things to consider. For families, you're going to want schools and parks nearby. You're going to want easy access to amenities, shopping, grocery stores, gas stations. For retirees, a big consideration is going to be 55 plus communities and what amenities those communities offer and whether or not those can fit within your budget. For people looking for a second home or a vacation home, you need to think about whether you're open to townhomes or condos, or if you're going to be looking to purchase a single family home. Especially for vacation rental, you're going to want to consider the proximity of that home to downtown. Typically, tourists coming into the area are going to want to be close to downtown. You'll also want to consider what amenities those vacationers are going to be looking for and whether or not that home fits within your budget or within the budget of those you're looking to rent to.
All right, now let's talk some real estate. So the median sales price in Palm Springs at the time of this recording is right at $964,000, which as far as a median sales price is very similar to LA County. Orange County is about 1.3, 1.4, so that's a little bit higher, but San Diego County is just a little bit more than $1 million as well. So it's in line from a median sales price of some of these larger markets, as you would expect from a place as popular as Palm Springs. But where Palm Springs differentiates itself, really sets itself apart, is those entry-level prices and the price points at which one can enter this particular market. I bet you're going to find it's a lot lower than you expect. All right, so let me give you some of those details. One-bedroom condos in Palm Springs market start at about $140,000. If you can believe it, quite a low price point to enter that market. Now, two-bedroom condos start right around $200,000. For three-bedroom condos and three-bedroom homes, the starting point and starting price for those are right in the $300,000s. And for four-bedroom homes, starting prices are in the $400,000s. Now, right there between four-bedroom homes and five-bedroom homes, there's a large separation. Five-bedroom homes, the starting point for those are twice as much starting price for four-bedroom units. So those five bedrooms start in the $800,000s. So I covered those numbers just so you can see for the size of home that you would need or want. Jumping into the Palm Springs market is more affordable than I bet you thought. And you have many options, vacation homes, right? Those second homes, retirees. My main point is the vast opportunity that's there for all those different types of homes at all of those price points. Hopefully that was good information that you weren't expecting, those types of starting prices for such a popular market like Palm Springs. Palm Springs can be an amazing place to buy. It's just not for everyone. So to learn even a little bit more about what may or may not make Palm Springs, a good right fit for you, take a look at some of my other videos. So you'll find my contact information in the description below. So reach out, give me a call, shoot me a text, whatever's easier for you, so we can connect and I can help you find that right house fast.